What's up everyone, welcome back to One Strange Adventure and welcome to the next video. Today's video we are exploring Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
We're going to Boston.
Alright, let me start over. What's up everyone, welcome back to One Strange Adventure and welcome to the next video. In today's video we are exploring the New England area.
Yes, we're going to go to Salem and to Boston.
Yeah, we are really excited to get to tour some museums, Freedom Trail, the aquarium. We've got a whole day packed, so we're gonna be pretty busy, and I'm sure we're gonna be tired by the end of the day. But I think it's time we get going. So in 3, 2, 1, welcome to Salem.
For the Salem Museum, you have to get your tickets the morning of, and there's a different time slot. They have like 50, I think it's like 50 or 60 spots available, and you have to select your time. So they're 30-minute increments. So we could go at 11:15 or 11:45. We chose the 11:45 one because we're leaving here to go to Boston, and we want to be able to eat lunch afterwards. When you get here, there's plenty of parking garages around, but you have to pay using the app. The app is called Passport, and you put in the parking lot number. So this lot was 272, and then you have to have your car listed on the app, what type of car it is, and your license plate number, and you can pay up to 4 hours. So we just did 2 hours, and then I can go in and add more time if we're taking longer in the museum than the 2 hours that I have slotted. Pretty cool.
All right, we just got out of the Salem Witch Museum. A little different than what we thought it was going to be. It was more of like a presentation, less of like a museum. So the lights just kind of went around the room. I couldn't show you anything because they said no cameras, but it was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. I think it's worth, if you're in the area, it's worth checking out. We are now in Boston, and we're down here in the harbor by the aquarium, getting ready to go in the aquarium. We just parked and just walking around and seeing it. This is a beautiful city.
We're sitting outside the aquarium.
You have to wait for the specific time that you buy. So there's times available for the aquarium tickets, and you got to wait for that specific time in order to be able to enter.
Yes, so we are 10 minutes away from being able to go in.
Outside, you can still see some seals swimming around. It's pretty cute. They make them come up and kiss the glass for you and stuff.
They got balls in there for them to play with.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So far, the city's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It is such a pretty skyline.
A lot of construction going on, which is always in the city. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
And we've never been through the tunnels and have exits and on-ramps under the ground like that. So
now I will say the parking garage is right here at the aquarium has a height limit of 6'6".
6'6". Glad we brought our SUV.
There are other parking areas around the aquarium. You just have to walk.
Yeah.
I think the website says there's like 5 in the area. So one of the other ones might have a little bit more clearance for people that are driving their dualies, because that's what we would normally be driving.
Yeah, I would have worried if we were driving our dually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really pretty. Hopefully we can film some inside the aquarium. We didn't get to in the Salem Witch Museum, but that was a pretty neat experience. And we're excited to be in Boston. And I think after this, we're going to go try to find the Freedom Trail.
I think so, yeah.
Freedom Trail, and then we hear there's a Mike's Bakery that's supposed to be like a famous bakery that I think we're going to try to find before we head back home. When you first walk in the aquarium, you can go off to your left, and there's this huge like petting pool, but you can't touch anything anymore.
Yeah, that's where the sharks and stingrays,
like nursing sharks and sand sharks. If you go straight, there's this huge penguin enclosure. The penguins are so cool looking.
Like the entire ground floor is penguins and their whole habitat.
Yeah.
It was so cool because like you went over the bridge and they'll be on both sides of you, and then go the other way and there's more on both sides of you. Like it was really cool.
They're cute. But the way the aquarium is set up, just to give you an idea of what to expect, you walk around this outer like kind of square, and you just keep going up and up and up until you reach the top. And then you come around like
in the middle,
going back down, which is a really cool way to kind of keep the crowd flow like going. Yeah. There were some really cool things in there.
In the center of it is one big aquarium too. So when you get all the way up to the top, it's an open pool at the top, so you can look down, and that's where we got to see the sea turtle and the divers. That's where they go in and out of that middle piece which was really cool. I think the aquarium is great. I wish we could do like the behind the scenes tour of it.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool.
So what was your favorite part?
I loved the penguin because we got there when they were feeding them, which was really cool to see because they actually count how many fish each penguin gets. And they know their names, which is like amazing because there's so many of them. But my favorite animal, sea creature, is the dwarf seahorses. And so I spent a lot of time with them. And then
those and the sea dragons.
The sea dragons were really cool. And the octopus was amazing.
Stole mine, I was going to say.
I'm sorry. Like, I could sit there and watch his little things go all day long. Like,
he had a million little suction cups. And he's very photogenic.
Yes.
When you walk over, he just kind of he came to the glass and...
We walked up to the glass and he just like swam right there at us and then stuck to the wall.
I really like the octopus enclosure, which I hadn't seen one like that before. And I also like the middle aquarium because it also had a hammerhead shark in it, which was really cool looking. We made our way down, and then we went to the gift shop, of course, and had to spend a little bit of money.
Yes, got you a shirt.
But Boston was beautiful. From there, we actually traveled based on some recommendations that we had got from you guys. We traveled over to Mike's Pastry.
We had to walk the Freedom Trail.
Yes.
So we parked on the road. We parked on the road, and then we found the Freedom Trail, and we followed that all the way to Mike's Pastry.
Yeah, parking around there is not easy. You just kind of got to drive around until you find a spot that opens.
And I don't know, we drove the car. I don't know if the dually would even fit down some of those streets. So be careful if you go in the bigger trucks, because you may have to park a little bit farther away and walk.
FYI, just to be prepared, a lot of those places take cash only still. I had the gluten-free chocolate whoopie pie. If you go to Boston, make sure you check out Mike's Pastry
and get a
cannoli, because that's what we were told we had to do.
And they have different types of cannolis. Like, it's not just like I want a cannoli. It's like which one of the 7 do you
It was
want?
really good.
I got the pistachio one, and it was delicious. It was actually too big for me. It's like this big around and that long. So I couldn't eat it all, and he usually helps me eat it, but since he's gluten-free, he couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
So I had to refrigerate some of it.
If you get a chance to go to Boston, just know you need a couple of days to kind of check it out and spend walking around. But definitely recommend the aquarium and Mike's Pastry if you get a chance. Well, that does it for today's video. Next week, you're going to see us heading over to New York, where we spent some time near Niagara Falls. So we're really excited. We haven't been back there in a while.
Yes, we got to stay on the Grand Island.
Yeah, Grand Island was beautiful. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, make sure you subscribe.
And ring the bell so you get notified when we release our next video.
And until the next strange adventure,
Keep making your own.